Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making a flay blouse or top. Okay, please don't forget to subscribe and watch to the end. So I marked my startup line and then my chest line, which is 8 inches, my bust point 10 inches, my waist 16, and top line 23. Added 1 inch for allowance. Then I marked the lines. Okay. You're going to use your own measurements for this. Don't use the same measurement I used. Use your own measurements. Okay. So at the top, I marked my shoulder measurement, which is 7.5. On the chest line, I also marked 7.5. And on the neckline, I marked 3.5 by 1 inch. This is the back. I'm cutting the back first. Okay. Then I marked it. I drew it. So I came down by 1 inch for the slanting, shoulder slant, and I drew a straight line to meet the chest line. Marked my neckline. Half of my armhole is 3.5. Okay. At the length, I came up by 1 inch, then took my nipple to nipple, which is 4 inches. I'm using 4 inches here. Okay. So mark it to the bust point, and I drew a line. I labeled my lines. Okay. On the waist, I measured half inch on both sides, the left and right side, and then connected it to the bust point. Also connected it to the 1 inch I came up with at the top length. Okay. Then on the armhole, I came down by half inch and connected it to the bust point, just the way I'm doing it. So I drew the line up, okay, the second line, so that when I join, there will be no shortage. On my chest line, I measured my bust measurement plus 2 inches allowance. On my waist, I measured my waist measurements, replaced the 1 inch for that, and then 2 inches allowance. On my hip measurement, and 2 inches allowance. And I connected the points together. Okay. This is a sleeveless dress, so I came in by half inch, okay, and connected it just the way I did, okay, because it's a sleeveless dress. It doesn't have any sleeve, so it won't be the same with the one that has a sleeve. And I cut, just follow the lines, just follow the points and cut just the same way I'm doing. So we cut on the front, and this is the front pattern. I drew my startup line too, just like we did for the back. Measured my chest line, my bust point, my waist, and my top length. Okay, just the same thing we did for the back. So I marked the lines. Okay, mark your lines. Sorry, I didn't know the video was recording like this. Okay. So I measured my shoulder, which is 7.5, my neckline 3.5. I'm using 3.5 by 3.5 for the front. Okay. Joined my points and used my French curve to draw the neckline. Okay. I came down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. Then on my chest line, I marked my shoulder, which is 7.5, and drew a straight line to meet the shoulder. Okay. Then on the top length, I came up by 1 inch. Then I took my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. I'm using 4 inches here. Okay. Then I connected it. I marked the 4 inches on my pulse point, waist, and the 1 inch I came up with. Okay. I came down by half inch on my bust point. On the waist, I came in by half inch on both sides and connected it to the bust point. I also connected the other point to the 1 inch I came up with at the top length. Okay. Then I took my under bust measurement, which is 13. I marked it. On the side, I came in by half inch, and the other side, I also came out by half inch and connected it to my waist. Just the same what I'm doing. Okay. Then connected it again to my bust point. It's not difficult. Just watch closely. You understand. On my armhole, I measured a half, which is 3.5, and came down by 1 inch, then connected each one to the bust point. Okay. Then I came in by that half inch. It's sleeveless. Just the same way I did for the back. Mm. Then I came out by 1.5 so that when I join it, there will be no shortage. Okay. Measured my bust measurement plus 2 inches, my waist measurement. I replaced the 1 inch there plus 2 inches, my hip measurement plus 2 inches allowance. Then I connected the dots and curved my armhole and I cut. It's not difficult. I've not showed you how to cut the flare yet. I'm only making the bodies first. Okay, that will be the next thing after cutting this now. Okay. I opened it and cut. The front is joined. Okay, that's why I'm opening the front. If you look at the picture, there is a joining at the front. So this time now, I'm going to be cutting the flay. Okay, I'll just place a paper by the side. Are you seeing how I'm placing the paper? I placed the paper, then I measured 2 inches by the end. Okay, and connect it to the waist. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Then you come up by it, maybe 0.25, and connect it to the other side and cut. I don't know if you understand. This thing I'm doing now is for the flay. Okay, just 2 inches at the end and connect it to the waist. It's very simple. And to the other side, you do the same thing. Add pepper, mark 2 inches at the top length, and just connect to the waist. Because every other place is fitted from the waist down is where the flay started. Okay, so from the bust to the waist is fitted. It just from the waist down that the flay that you are seeing the flay. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, just add pepper, add 2 inches. If you want the flay to be very much, you can add 2.5 or 3 inches depending on how you want the flay to be. Okay. Please, while doing this, use a transparent tape, and the other side you also do the same thing. Okay, the side seam you also do the same thing. Add pepper, add inches, 2 inches or 3 inches depending on how big you want the flea to be and connect to your waist. As you see me draw, you do the same for the other side. Okay, do the same for the side seam. 2 inches, join to the, yeah, join, then join to the waist, and that is it. You cut, just come in by 0.25 and then cut. When you join the two sides, okay, that's how it's going to, the flare is going to come out the way it is in the picture. Okay, so this is the back. You know the back is going to have a zip, so the zip side is not going to have any flare in it because there is zip in it. So I'm trying to do this to avoid the zip bulge. Okay, after doing this, you still add your zipper allowance to it. So I also placed another paper by the side. This back, the center is only zip. There is no flare in the center back because of the zip. You understand? So you place another paper, marks the 2 inches, and just connect to the waist, just like we did for the front. The only difference is that the center of the bag doesn't have flare in it. Okay, that's the only difference between the front and the back. Because the front center has flare, but the back center doesn't have flare because of the zip. And cut it. The side, you also do the same. You add paper, add the 2 inches, and connect to the waist. Okay. Okay, as you can see, the style is not really that. It's not really difficult. Not really difficult. Why cutting on your fabric? You might decide not to add allowance by the side because I use 4 inches for my nipple to nipple. If I add another allowance, my nipple to nipple will no longer be 4. My nipple to nipple is actually 3.5. So adding another allowance will make it more. Okay. So if I'm cutting on my fabric, I'm not adding another allowance. Just cut. If your nipple to nipple is 4 inches and you use 4, please add allowance to it. Okay, add allowance while cutting. So this is the final look for the front and the back. I now had to trim the zip area to avoid the zip bulge, but you still add that zip allowance. So you add zip allowance to this because I didn't add it here. Hey guys, this is all for it. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.